I've been thinking about the Trump administration wanting to bring in some Chinese EVs into the American market. And I think, contrary to what a lot of people are saying and what you see in the media, I actually think it might be a good thing. Just as we saw in the 1950s with the German automakers coming into the United States, disrupts the market. Higher quality vehicles are going to be desired, and then the American car industry is forced to compete. See the same thing in the 1970s and 80s with the Japan car manufacturing. Same thing, right? Where the Americans are forced to adapt on fuel efficiency and other kinds of metrics. I think this could be the same kind of outcome. Obviously, we would want to have the U.S. be, making these vehicles if it ever is introduced. But I do think that maybe the smart play for Trump would be to slowly start allowing some of these vehicles to get into the market. And that might be the external stimulus that the US automakers need so that they can start acting more like Tesla and start integrating their supply chains and really kind of delivering better efficiency and value to the end consumer. I think if they do that, the American industry can survive. I don't think we should just let BYD or whoever starts dumping all their vehicles. But I do think it could be something where maybe 20,000 or 10,000 vehicles are allowed in, by year 3 or 4, and then kind of start ramping that up so that the American automakers have that external stimulus that they need to start innovating and doing better. So I think it's something that they could do. Once again, Trump is directionally correct. But his implementation typically is where we see a lot of failures in his policy. So different view than what a lot of people have been talking about. But if you want to hear some of the opposing views that kind of go against traditional progressive ideology, as well as going against typical conservative and liberal beliefs, like and subscribe and follow me down below. Thanks.